Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Did we pop out an hour? Did we pop out a minute early this morning? I think we might have popped out a minute early this morning because I can tell you guys, I have been waiting all stinking morning to get on this show. Today, for some reason, I woke up at 3:30 a.m., man. So I've been up at 3:30 a.m., and I've just been excited to get in here on the Rise and Grind. And it's crazy because I can actually hear myself talk today. I normally have headphones on, but it sounds completely different. But I got my windows tinted on my car yesterday, and I guess when they tinted my windows, they took my gym bag out of my car. Not quite sure why they did that, but it's got my headphones on. Good morning, you guys. We're going to talk today about never, ever, ever letting someone else's opinion affect you. And I'm going to be honest, this show today, I'm going to get a little deep. I'm going to get deep. I'm going to talk about some personal struggles that I've had in my own life, some struggles that I have today, and some struggles that I had in the past. So I'm going to share those things with you guys. But of course, before we do that, before I get into my personal struggles and whatnot, what I want to do is I want to get some music going. We want to get the music going. And I want to say good morning to all my peeps here in the Hashtag Rise and Grind. So good morning to my good friend Nathaniel Banks. Good morning, Zach Doyle and R.C. Hazard. What's up? Good morning, Kobe Fryer. Good morning, Joe Miller. Good morning, Jada Renee Thomas Combs. What an incredible name. Good morning, Scott Simons, my man. What's up? Troy Cord, how are you, sir? Excited to have you back at work, my friend. Patrick Booth, what's up? What's up? Robbie Toomey had a birthday yesterday. Everybody tell Robbie Toomey happy birthday. Susan, what's up? Tim Hindo, what's up? Carla, what's up? Everybody, I'm feeling great this morning. I hope you're feeling great this morning. It's exciting. I'm going to have to change my intro. I realized I'm going to change my intro to the show because we've got another baby coming in the Lundy household, so I'm going to have to change it to my name is Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one and a father to seven. We're going to have to change that to 7, man. It's going to be crazy, but it's exciting. So a lot of exciting things going on. Hope you guys are feeling that music. Hope you guys are feeling it this morning because we're about to get into it and we're about to get deep. So good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 3rd on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Make sure you share the feed, please. Right now, take a second. You won't miss anything, I promise. Share the feed. Get everyone up in here. We got to give a quick update on the event. Dude, this event is going to be amazing. The Hashtag Rise and Grind event. Speakers lined up. Bands lined up. We're going to add a tour of the facility. There's a lot of people that wanted to tour Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick. So you're going to be able to have a tour with me or a tour with Josh Cummins the day before the event. So go get your tickets at glenlundy.com. You can also get, today is the last day of the sale on Rise and Grind gear. So make sure you go to glenlundy.com. So share the feed, get everybody in here. Let's kill the music and go. Check it out, man. When I was a kid, and sometimes this is tough for me to talk about, okay? But I think it's important. It was on my heart this morning, so I'm going to talk about it, okay? So check it out. When I was a kid, my dad was not kind to me, man. My dad was not kind to me at all. He was very, 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 very controlling. You see, my dad grew up, he was the youngest of 13, and they grew up in terrible conditions. They grew up very, very, very poor, like all the way to the last day I ever saw my dad. He had a tick where every time he had an itch on his face, he would make this big, big sound with his hands. And I asked him, why did he do that? I can remember hearing that sound. I mean, I could hear it all the way across the house. And I would ask my dad why he did that. And my dad told me when he was young, they were so poor, they were so broke, and he slept on the floor. And in the shack that he slept on the floor in, roaches would crawl on his face. And so over time, he found a way to just sleep with the roaches crawling all over him. And so he had this tick where he would wipe his face anytime that it would itch. He would smack his face to smack at the roaches. So that was how my dad kind of grew up. He grew up poor, and he grew up with a lot of discipline. And then he went into the military after that. And what that translated to for us was a really rough upbringing. What it translated to for me and my sister was a really upbringing, really rough. I mean, my father used to beat the living you-know-what out of me and my sister. I mean, he beat us badly. Like, it was his goal in life. It was my father's goal in life was to control things. Like, he wanted order. He never was able to control anything in his life. So he wanted to be able to control everything as an adult. He wanted order. And so, for example, my mother, when they were married, my mother wasn't allowed to have her own friends. My mother wasn't allowed to have a driver's license. My mother wasn't allowed to have a job. When I was a kid, I used to have to ask for a glass of water. I had to ask to use the restroom. I had to ask to take a shower. We had to ask those things. And it was terrifying to ask my father anything. Okay? It was terrifying. I mean, let alone, try to ask for something like you really wanted, like a vanilla wafer or something, man. You want to talk about having to build up courage just to ask for a vanilla wafer. But my dad, he beat us because he wanted to control us. Okay? Like, to the point where my dad kept this large belt. He had this massive belt buckle on this large belt. It was a big brass belt buckle. And my dad used to set this belt on top of the TV. He would just leave it right there on top of the TV, center of the living room. That way we had to look at it as kids every single day. We had to look at it throughout the day as we were acting up or whatever it was that we were doing. It was always there. It was the all-watching eye, and my entire childhood was like this, right? I mean, it was miserable, and my dad ended up working in a factory his whole life. Okay, he worked in a factory his whole life, and he died at 52 years old. Okay, he died at 52 years old, and I'll tell you, he was pretty much miserable when he died. Okay, he was miserable when he died. He was better as he got older as far as our relationship, but he was miserable when he died. But when we were young, he made me feel so little, man. My father made me feel so small. He made me feel so unworthy. He made me feel less than. And what I don't think he realized is that affected me all through school. Like, in school, I carried myself that way. I wasn't real sure of myself. I wasn't committed to my friendships. I wasn't committed to my relationships. I didn't really know who I was. I didn't really know where I fit in. I really didn't have a lot of confidence. And as I got out of school and I started going into the adulting world, I started winning. I started winning at jobs and whatnot ultimately, but I still felt like I was living in a world of effect. I felt like I was not living in a world of cause. Like, I wasn't the cause of things. I was the effect of things. I was a victim to things. As a matter of fact, I can't see you guys in here for some reason. I hope you guys are in here. Throw up a comment or something. Let me know that you guys are in here so I'm not just talking to myself. I don't know why I can't see. But anyways, check this out, man. Here's some advice that I got from my father, okay? I was going through things with my ex-girlfriend. We were struggling. We were having problems with our relationship. I had my daughter, Kira. She was about 4 or 5 years old at the time, okay? She was like 4 or 5 years old at the time. Okay, I see likes and stuff, but I can't see any comments or anything. But whatever, you guys are here. So I'm struggling with my girlfriend. We're dealing with whatever issues that we're dealing with. And here's the advice from my dad, dude. I got a kid with this girl, right? And my advice from my dad said, "You know what, son?" He said, "Dude, you just gotta run away, go. Just go and live your life, and so you won't get to see your kid, and you won't get to be in your kid's life. But who cares? Just go do your own thing, Just go take care of you." That was the advice. That was the advice I got from my dad, dude. Because that's the type of person my dad was at the time, man. He just wanted to control everything. He didn't want anybody to be able to control him. And so what's crazy is, as crazy as that advice sounds right now, thinking, I can't believe my dad told me to abandon my child. That's something you never thought you'd hear from your dad. So thinking back that was the advice he gave me now, and then I look back on my life, and that's actually what I did. That's actually what I did, man. Instead of continuing to fight for my daughter when things got rough, instead of continuing to fight for that relationship, I actually took my dad's advice. I took my dad's advice and I ran away, man. I ran away. I traveled over 17 states. Like, I left my daughter. I left my daughter to where she had to spend 8 years of her life not even knowing if her dad was alive, man. Like, I still can't believe that I did that. And I made every excuse in the world for why I did it, but I still can't believe that I did that, man. But listen, so I traveled, right? Traveled around and just gallivanted around, just digging myself deeper into all these holes. And it wasn't till till later that I realized, I was spending my entire life just trying to fit into other people's molds, man. Spent my whole life trying to fit into other people's molds and their ideas of who I should be and what I should do. And that's what I did. But I wanted to share this with you guys. Now I understand why God put this on my heart this morning. Okay? I understand why God put this on my heart this morning, because one of you guys needs to hear this. Somebody right here, right now needs to hear this, okay? I need you to hear me now. No one can tell you who you should be or what you should do, because they don't know you. They didn't make your mold, man. They didn't make your mold. Okay? You weren't. No one can tell you who to be or what to do. And it wasn't until I stopped listening with my ears, and I started listening with my heart. That's when everything in my life started to change, is when I stopped listening with my ears and I started listening to my heart. Listen, guys. Listen, man. You want to break out of whatever it is you're dealing with right now? You want to get to whatever next level with whatever it is that you're doing with whatever you're dealing with right now? Then you have got to start listening with your heart, and you have to do what my good friend Sean Hayes said. Sean Hayes said something last week that has impacted me ever since I heard the words out of his mouth. He said he was talking about what it takes to be a great salesman, but actually in reality, it's what it takes to be successful in life, period. And here's the 3 things that you have to do. There's only 3 things that you have to do. You have to be authentic, you have to be passionate, and you have to go all in. That's it. Those are the keys. Those are the keys, people. Those are the keys to the castle right there. You see, you were uniquely made by the Creator. He made this mold. He made you a certain way. That authenticity, those things that you feel inside, that is the reality. That's what's real. Not what your dad told you. Not what social media is telling you. Not what the news is telling you. Not what your boss is telling you. I have struggles still, man. I have struggles still. I struggle at work. You think it's not difficult? Do you think sometimes the guys at work don't always understand what I'm doing? Do you think I don't get messages from people that don't agree with things that I say or things that I do? Do you think that doesn't happen? Do you think my life is just all rainbows and butterflies? Because it's not. It's a daily struggle to continue to be authentic, to continue to be passionate, and continue to go all in. I get crazy thoughts every day, man. Every day I get thoughts of less than. Every day I get thoughts that you're not good enough, Glenn. Every day I think, man, this video got less views. This one's not getting in as many comments. People aren't sharing. People aren't doing this. I talk to myself all the time. All of these things of less than and no value. Things that were beat into me by my dad when I was a kid. And I'm just telling you, you're going to fight that every single day of your life. But if you just continue to stay on the path and be authentic, be passionate, and go all in every single day, you'll get through it, man. You'll get through it. Whew. Sorry if I got a little crazy right there. Hey, this is just a real deal show, man. This is just me live. There ain't no recording. We don't press record in #Rise and Grind, man. We don't press record. We run live. We run live, and we run live every day for a reason. I'm here Monday through Friday. We run live with no edits because this will be the realest, rawest show that you'll ever watch, man. This show will continue to be the realest, rawest show you will ever watch. I will be here for you every day, Monday through Friday. I won't run away from you like I did my daughter long ago, who, by the way, is back in my life now after 8 years of her having to struggle and suffer because I was a jackass. But she's back now. But I'll be here for you at 5:30 a.m. every day. You can count on me to be here live, to be authentic. I will bring passion. I will bring fire. I promise. Every single day. And if you need more of it, you can always go to GlennLundy.com. Every single video is up there. Every single video, Rise and Grind video that we've done. There's over 100 videos up there. Make sure you go to GlennLundy.com. Get your gear so you can represent Rise and Grind every single day, just like I do. Get your gear. Get your tickets to the Rise and Grind event. Get those at GlennLundy.com, dude. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to be speaking. Josh Cummins will be speaking. Sean Hayes will be speaking. Roddy Chong will be speaking. Deanne Stevens will be speaking. It's going to be phenomenal. The bands are going to be phenomenal. Get your tickets. Come join us. It's going to be raw. It's going to be real. You think I bring fire at 5:30 in the morning on a show? Imagine what kind of fire I'm going to bring on a huge, massive event where we're shutting down the entire city. Get your tickets to the event. Get your gear. I know that you're an incredibly amazing human being. You're an incredibly amazing human being who is continuing to make an impact on this planet every single day. See, you're a part of an elite group of people who are choosing to rise and grind. And that positivity that you are putting out there into the universe with your posts, with your comment, with your likes, with your shares, that positivity is contagious. It's making an impact on not just yourself, but on your family, on your coworkers, on everyone around you. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I love you for it. Do me a favor, please. Share this feed. Just share it for me one time. If you don't normally share for me today. Share for me today. I shared. I'm sharing. I'm sharing my struggles. I'm sharing my pain. And I'm sharing how we're going to get through it. I just need you to hit that share button, please. Remember, 3 things. Here's your takeaway from today. Be authentic. Be passionate. Go all in. And then come back tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Meet me again here where I'll continue to be authentic. I'll continue to be passionate. And I will continue to go all in for you because I absolutely love you guys. See you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm off to the gym. Got to work on these guns. See you guys later.